So welcome to the first part of your free financial wellness course. So the first step is to know more about financial planning. So what is financial planning ba? Financial planning is some process of assessing our financial situation now versus our financial goals and identifying yung mga actions na pwede natin gawin para ma-achieve yung financial goals natin. Para kanino nga ba tong financial planning na gagawin natin? Of course, this is for you and your family. Hindi lang para sa iyo to. Tama? Para rin to sa family mo. Tama ba? Yan. So in terms of preparing for your bright future, when do you think is the best time to start? Bukas? Next week? Next month na lang? Next year? Or sa susunod na? Actually, as early as possible, syempre, it is now. Actually, noon pa nga dapat. Kasi according nga sa Chinese proverb, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So now, gusto mo bang itanim ang seeds ng bright future mo? Now, let's see the importance of starting today or starting now by looking at these triangles. So, pangalanan natin silang hot and X. So, ikaw, hot nga ba ang ex mo? Sabi niya, ako nga pala ang sinaya mo. Hindi, joke lang. Okay, ano nga ba si hot? Hot is health, opportunities, and time. X is expenses. In terms of health, opportunities, and time, habang bata tayo, relatively, madami pa tayong hot. Tama ba? Madami pang health opportunities and time. Pero habang tumatanda tayo, anong nangyayari? Dumadami ba o kumukonti ang health opportunities and time natin? Kumukonti, tama ba? Okay, so sa tingin mo, kailan ang best time na mag-take action para ma-achieve ang financial goals mo? Habang madami pa tayong health opportunities and time or pag konti na lang? Pag marami pa, tama ba? So kailan yun? Ngayon ba yun? Yes, ngayon yan. It's now. Now naman, in terms of expenses natin, habang bata tayo relatively, wala pa tayong expenses, tama ba? Pero ano nangyayari habang tumatanda tayo? Lumalaki ba o lumiliit yung expenses natin? Lumalaki, tama ba? So, pag bata tayo, of course, dependent tayo sa parents natin, yung expenses. Pag graduate, ayan na, tayo na, sarili na natin. Then, pag nagka-family, of course, may sinusupport na tayo. Pag tumanda, hindi natatapos ang expenses dahil may possible healthcare. Tama? So, sa tingin mo, kailan ang best time na mag-take action para ma-achieve mo ang financial goals mo? Habang maliit pa lang ba yung expenses o pag malaki na? Pag maliit pa lang, tama. Okay, kailan yung maliit pa lang? Is it now? Yes, relatively now yan. Okay, kasi as we go in life, most likely tumataas din ang responsibilities natin. Question is, do you agree that now is the best time to start to prepare for your bright future? I hope yes ang sagot mo. Okay, so today I will show you financial planning concepts that might help you with your finances. Ang effectiveness ng concept na to is greatly dependent on how you will choose to implement it. Depende if gugustuhin mo mag-take action starting today para ma-achieve mo ang financial goals mo. So now, let's start with the financial planning proper. So you will see here now the financial planning steps. Minsan, this is called the financial planning pyramid. So ito yung magiging guide natin in making a financial plan. So first level is cash flow, then savings, then protections, debts, and investments. Isa-isahin natin pag-usapan and mag-start tayo sa cash flow. Improving your cash flow. Okay, so ano nga ba yung cash flow? Ito yung labas and pasok ng pera mo. Now, paano mo naman masasabi kung ano ang unhealthy cash flow? Kung ang income mo is less than ang expenses mo, healthy ba ang cash flow mo? Hindi, syempre, di ba? So, most likely, may utang ka kung ganyan. Or baka lumalaki pa nga kung continuous na malaking expenses pero maliit yung income. Gusto mo ba yun? Syempre, hindi. Tama? Paano naman kung ang income mo is equal lang sa expenses mo? Healthy ba ang cash flow mo sa tingin mo kapag ganyan? Hindi rin. Tama ba? Bakit naman? Kasi kapag ganyan, most likely wala tayong savings, wala tayong protection, wala tayong investments. Gusto mo ba yan? Siyempre hindi. Ayaw natin yun. So, ang question ko sa'yo ngayon is, would you enjoy working throughout the rest of your life just to make a living? Ako, ayoko niyan. Sana ikaw din. If no ang sagot mo, then why don't you get started now by managing your finances, by managing your cash flow to avoid that situation? Agree? Okay, so let's start managing your finances now by starting to manage your cash flow. So ngayon, baka sabihin mo sa akin ganito, maliit pa naman yung sahod ko eh. Saka ko na i-manage pag medyo lumaki na or pag lumalaki na yung sahod ko. Huwag ganyan, poor mindset yan. Kasi poor mindset, sinasabi, when I have plenty of money, I'll begin to manage it. Dapat, ganito tayo. Rich mindset. When I begin to manage my money, I will have plenty of money. Until naipakita mo na kaya mo i-handle yung maliit na income, maliit na amount na meron ka, hindi ka magkakaroon ng mas marami. Kasi kapag nagkaroon ka ng mas marami at hindi ka capable to manage it, uubusin mo lang din yan. Tama? So, ngayon pa lang, kahit magkano pa yung income natin, let's choose to manage it properly. Agree? So, this is from T. Harv Eker nga pala. Magandang basahin ng Secrets of the Millionaire Man. So, take note din natin ito. The habit of managing money is more important than the amount. From T. Harv Eker din siya. So, kahit na malaki yung income mo, kung ang habit mo nga is just to spend, gastos lang, kain, shopping, etc. Kahit lumaki pa yung income mo, most likely hindi ka magkakaipon. Kasi gagastosin mo lang rin yun. So, wala ka pa rin savings, wala ka pa rin protections, wala ka pa rin investments. Unless, of course, if you change your habit into habit of managing your money properly. Ano nga ba ang common Filipino budget? Income minus expenses equals savings. So, guilty ka rin ba dyan? Kapag ganyan ba, consistently magkakaroon ka ng savings, protections, and investments. Mahirap, tama? Kasi, depende pa kung may matira sa income mo after ng expenses. Gusto mo ba laging ganyan? Siyempre, hindi. So, anong pwede natin gawin? Now, I will share to you about the Indaping formula. So, ito is application ng mga nabasa ko from Pierre Eker, Bo Sanchez, etc. I will show you first the formula, then later on explain ko bakit need yun, bakit ganun. 100%, of course, yung income natin. Less tayo ng 10% for giving. Next, less tayo na financial freedom account. So, ito muna yung kukunin natin from our income before yung expenses. So, financial freedom account consists ng savings, protections, debts payment natin kung meron, and investment. Then, tsaka pa lang tayo magbabawas for expenses natin, which comprises of 50% ng needs, 10% play fund, and 10% ng sinking fund. So, ang expenses natin is 70%. So, okay lang spend natin yan kasi nag-allot na tayo ng 20% for financial freedom account natin. And of course, may 10% pa rin for giving. So, 100% is yung income. Goal natin is to maximize your income. So, ngayon, improve mo yung source of income mo, either as employee or business. Then, later on, create multiple sources of income. Then next is 10% giving, share your blessings. Kasi pag ganun, nagkaka-mindset tayo na we have more than enough. And of course, importante to give back kasi yun nga, we have more than enough and God has blessed us enough. Then 20% financial freedom account. So ito na yung pay yourself first. Prepare for your future by saving, by protecting your income, by paying your debts, and by investing. Tsaka ka palang mag-allot for expenses. 50% is needs. So, simplify your lifestyle. So, minsan, isipin natin yung wants needs. So, pag closer look mo yung mga expenses mo, makikita mo kung ano talaga yung needs. And as much as possible, pagkasyahin natin siya sa 50%. And then, of course, para hindi tayo ma-feel burnout, kakatipid, kakaipon, magala tayo ng budget natin for play fund, 10%. So, enjoy within your budget. Yan, kahit spend mo yan every month. Hindi mo kailangan ma-feel na nagigilty kasi naka-budget naman yan. Then, 10% sinking fund. Practice delayed gratification. Ito naman yung mga future expenses natin for once na for later on pa. So ngayon, kunyari may travel kang binabalak or gadget, tabi mo muna yung 10%, i-delay mo muna, ipunin mo muna para later on, mabuo mo na yung fund na kailangan mo. So last tips ko for managing your cash flow. So use different accounts for different allocations. So para madaling ma-track mo saan napupunta yung pera mo, pwede tayong mag-allot ng iba-ibang accounts para sa iba-ibang allocations or gastos. So, iba yung account mo para sa house bills mo, and food or grocery. Iba rin para sa work allowance, ito yung transportation, gas, commute, pati yung pagkain mo sa work. Iba rin para sa going out and date, iba rin sa travel. So, bakit nga ba hiwa-hiwalay para sa iba-ibang gastos? So, para kapag naubos na yung fund para sa allocation na yun, for example, sa going out, ito yung mga date natin, alam natin na kailangan natin tipirin, no? Hindi na tayo pwedeng lumabas muna kasi wala nang pondo para doon. Now, we will discuss the second step of our financial planning process, which is savings or building your savings. So, why do you need to build your savings? Kasi life is full of uncertainties and unexpected things happen in our lives. Tama? Ano mga example nito mga unexpected things? So, repair sa bahay or gamit sa bahay. Repair ng kotse, motor, or bicycle, kung ano man mode of transportation natin. Sakit sa family, personal medical emergencies, o yung sa atin naman, bukod sa family. Minor accident, loss of income or delay yung income or sahod, or school or work requirements. So question, itong mga to ba is free of charge or need mong pagkagastusan? Siyempre, need mo maglabas ng pera para sa mga to or in case may mangyari sa mga yan. Tama? So ano yung purpose ng savings mo? In case na may mangyari dito, may pagkukuhanan ka ng pera. Paano kung hindi sapat or wala ka talagang savings? Most likely, manghihingi or uutang ka. Gusto mo ba yun? Sana hindi. So, sisimulan mo na ba mag-ipon or magdagdag ng ipon mo? I hope yes. So, how much savings ba ang dapat meron tayo as buffer? As a rule of thumb, dapat meron tayong savings worth na 6 to 12 times ang monthly income natin. So, kung kukumputin mo based sa amount na to, magkano yung lumalabas? Based sa income mo, sa monthly income mo. So, ano nga ba yung purpose ng savings natin? So, for the unexpected, and of course, for immediate use. Kaya, saan natin siya ilalagay? Sa bangko. Kasi pag kailangan natin, immediately, makaka-withdraw tayo. Reminder, do not invest your savings. Hindi siya for that purpose. Ang purpose niya is para magkaroon ka ng immediate funds, immediate available funds in case na may mangyaring unexpected. So, para hindi gaano natutulog yung pera mo, check and utilize digital banks. For same liquidity, para immediately kaya mo pa rin siyang i-withdraw and projected higher returns than typical banks. Kasi typically, yung mga banks less than 1% ang binibigay na interest per year, pero ang digital banks from 2.5% to 5% or higher, nabibigay sila. Another reminder, do not use your savings for other purposes. Ang main purpose ng savings mo or reserve fund mo is para may immediate funds ka na available in case may unexpected na mga gastusin. So take note, unexpected or emergency. So hindi emergency ang seat sale, hindi emergency ang sale sa Lazada or Shopee, hindi emergency ang sale sa mall. Pero pwede ka naman magkaroon ng ibang savings goal, like for sinking fund or travel fund or business fund pag gusto mo magnegosyo later on. Ang dapat lang natin gawin is gumamit tayo ng different accounts for different allocations or savings pool para hindi mag-mix up. Pag kailangan mo na yung for travel fund, doon ka kukuha sa travel fund para hindi ka pa rin kumuha sa main savings mo. Pag mag-start ka ng negosyo, doon ka sa business fund mo. So, hiwa-hiwalay dapat siya. So, ayan, tapos na tayo sa savings and sa cash flows. Kung gusto mo mag-move forward sa discussion natin, pwede ka mag-book ng in-depth session. So, this is a face-to-face or virtual session. Okay, so we can discuss further kung paano ma-improve yung cash flow mo para to make sure na hindi ka nagne-negative, yung mas malaking expense compared sa income, and to make sure na meron kang savings, protection, and investments later on pag naayos mo na yung cash flow mo. And magko-customize tayo ng financial plan for you na fit sa need mo, fit sa goal mo, and of course, sa budget mo. Plus, meron kang free financial blueprint para may overview ka ng buong finances mo. From cash flow, savings, protections, investments, etc. So gusto mo ba yan? So schedule ka lang sa baba para sa in-depth session mo. Pero, wait lang pala, Ideally, dapat matapos mo muna yung other parts ng courses na to. From cash flow savings, which is ito na, tapos na. Then sa protection, investments. Para yung magiging session natin is more detailed and comprehensive. So see you on the other parts of the course, then sa in-depth session. Thank you.